Okay, now I would like to show you a game from ChessBase Magazine 223. Why do I do that? ChessBase Magazine is not a paper magazine like I like, but there is a reason. Generally, they really put a lot of material in it. What do they put in ChessBase Magazine? Well, they put a lot of videos, they put a lot of games. In this issue there were not many, just 140 I think. But just to show you an example, they dedicate a issue to a champion. Generally, in every issue there is a kind of 20 games annotated on a particular champion. In this case, the champion is Keymer Vincent, a German player that showed a lot of talent, as they say. And this so-called analysis of a game is like 70 pages long, and so how do you do that on a paper magazine? Probably it's a little difficult, right? Notice also that the games are annotated in two languages, English and German, so they give you a chance to for both public, not only to get the English version but also the German version. One video I think I saw was in German, so as you can see there is a lot of material. Plus there are in ChessBase Magazine also a lot of tactical exercises, position exercises, and then of course there is the thing I was nearly forgetting to mention, so I hope I'm forgiven, Karsten Müller. The most interesting part for me of the magazine is Karsten Müller Endgame Corner, because he is very passionate about it. I like him, and he opens my eyes to some positions. Of course, sometimes is a little above and beyond for me because I'm not a grandmaster level. That's a fact. But he has written a lot of chess endgame books, and so I really appreciate the possibility to hear his voice, because then when I read the book I still hear his voice talking, so that's an interesting part. Okay, today I would like to show you this game played in 2018, so Keymer Vincent was 14 I think at the time. And it was played in Sitges Sunway Open A. Keymer was white, and he was playing against Bobadilla, Vieira, Jorge, Samuel. Keymer most often opened with this move, d4, but and of course knight f3 and c4, these are probably his favorite and his best by test, right? Bobadilla played g6, c4, bishop g7, knight f3, d6 and g3. Here it says Keymer is one of the biggest specialists of the g3 setups, and here there is also the German. It says Keymer ist einer der größten Spezialisten für die g3-Aufstellungen. But I think I need to learn German, and that could be a good idea, right? So I can go to Germany and speak in German. That would be great. Knight d7, bishop d2, e5, knight c3 and knight e7. By the way, notice that Keymer Vincent in 2018 he had a rating here of 2500, while his opponent it was 2300. So I don't know if his opponent is an old grandmaster, a senior, or just a FIDE master. Okay, that's the good thing of when you watch the game in ChessBase Magazine, you can click on the person and it will give you the FIDE profile. Okay, so knight e7, a rare but interesting setup. Black wants to keep his f7 pawn flexible. And here it says, eine seltene, aber interessante Aufstellung. Schwarz will seinen f7 Bauern flexibel halten. Okay, wow, that's great. Here there is a lot of analysis that show that there were other possibilities, like knight gf6, that would transpose to a standard kid position. And when I say kid, I don't mean a kid, I mean King Indian defense. In fact, in the German it's clear, it says, wurde zu einer standardmäßigen König-Sindisch Stellung überleiten. Wow, I can even speak German. Okay, so what happened after knight e7? We have to turn the page. As you can see, there is a lot of analysis that is given in the magazine, so obviously one is important, especially in the opening, because if you are interested in the theory, you can clearly look it up faster. So maybe this is the reason why to make a paper magazine doesn't make any sense anymore, because when you have half a page of analysis, do we really cut half a tree to make more? I don't know. And then of course the expense of sending the magazines all around the world, right? Now we are all aware of our carbon footprint, and so as you can see, the Germans with ChessBase Magazine are avoiding to be damaging more the environment for some people, obviously. I don't know, but that's generally the explanation. So castle, castle, and here he played h3. The comment says d takes e5 is a better way to fight for an advantage. And in the German is ist ein besserer Weg, Vorteil zu kämpfen. Okay. Well, I really need to learn this German. It's interesting. Okay, after h3, what did black play? Black made a move that is not so good. h6, and here it says this move doesn't fit the strategical demands of the position. Now white is able to consolidate his position. Do you really want to listen my German? I hope not. Let's move on and let's see what played white. So wait a second, however. By the way, also knight c6, it seems it doesn't help black. So what is the move? The move is knight b6. It seems a rather innovative concept. But okay, obviously it's interesting to have an innovative concept at move like 8. Yeah, at move 8. Yeah. As we can see, it's interesting because can you imagine? We are speaking. We are in 2018, right? And yet at move 8, this guy that is a FIDE master is out of theory. That's kind of interesting, because I thought move 8 is something that someone like 1500 would be out of theory, or as 1600, 1800. e4, knight c6, and bishop e3. White has a strong center, and black will have a hard time to generate clear-cut counterplay. Oh, listen this is kind of interesting. Weiß hat ein starkes Zentrum und Schwarz wird es schwer haben, klares Gegenspiel zu entwickeln. Wow. So, Starks is a strong center, stark Zentrum. Yeah, as you can see, this is interesting because you can learn German while you go, and this could help you in case you don't have Google Translate, or you actually want to read a book in German. But by the way, I noticed they have a good production of chess books in German language. Today I think there is Google Lens that can help you translate on the go. Okay, after bishop e3 there is e takes d4, knight takes d4, and it says, with such a strong bind on d5, black has a tough task ahead. So this is the outpost that black cannot really get rid of. Now black plays rook e8. This natural looking move is surprisingly the decisive mistake after white manages to stabilize his position and eliminate any counterplay. So this is very interesting because grandmasters always do that, right? They stabilize the position, avoid that the opponent can do any damage, and then boom, they do the final attack and finish the opponent. So what white continued? He continued with b3. Keymer continues to improve his position. Well, maybe he studied a lot of Anatoly Karpov games during his formative years. Yeah, probably. Knight c5, queen d2, and bishop d7. In fact, it would be very interesting probably to see a match of these young stars with some old like Karpov, because that would give us an idea if they really understood the master and surpass it, right? Here white continue with rook ad1. Instead, knight d e2 was better. It was a more precise way to explore the advantage. Obviously we don't know if the comment is made by a computer point of view. Knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, and bishop c6. Bishop takes g7, king takes g7, and now white plays b4. Okay, so we saw the move b4, and black played knight e6. After which is really, this is a short game because I wanted to tell you about the magazine and this idea that they always show a champion every issue, and that's kind of nice. So white played b5, bishop d7, and of course now you can try to guess what is white's next move, that in the magazine is called the final blow. Now it's just a matter of technique. What is the final blow? It's e5. Knight c5, defending this, that was attack, right? E takes d6, c takes d6, queen d4, check, knight f6, queen takes f6, king takes f6, and now there is the real final blow, which is knight d5. Why is the final blow? Because obviously the next move is here, and you have lost one of the rooks. So with this move coming up, black had nothing better than throwing in the towel. I hope you enjoyed this short game. This is a miniature by Keymer. It was presented and annotated in ChessBase Magazine 223. In case, give a look to that magazine because it offers a lot of material and ways to keep yourself in good shape at chess level. Thank you very much for watching.